the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with another episode of the See You Next Tuesday list. This is episode 15 of the See You Next Tuesday list. We're flying through these. We're going to go to 20. And this one's a very interesting one. Me and Mark will start to scratch our heads to wonder who can we add to this list who has been a firm horror from Newcastle United's dark and sordid past before they've come into this beautiful new bright future that lays ahead of us with untold wealth in Champions League football. There is quite a few names in there. We've covered them, quite a lot of them already, actually. We don't want to duplicate anybody, but the next one is an interesting one. So we've had managers, we've had players, we've had board of directors, we've had owners, and we thought to ourselves, what fans could we put onto the See You Next Tuesday list? Now, I know you're probably going to smash loads of comments in about fans, possibly other podcasts. We don't do that. We don't get in pod wars, us. But this fan in particular has done untold damage to the reputation of Newcastle United fans. There's normally some smarmy bastard from down south. Apologies to you Southerners. I have got a lot of mates from down south. There's always some smarmy twat who knows nothing about Newcastle United who decides to throw this prick back out of the ether into your face when you're talking about Newcastle United. Who am I talking about? It is the one and only horse whisperer himself. It's this fucking prick, if you remember him. So cast your mind back to one of the darkest days in Newcastle United's modern history. We got beat, that's right, 3-0 by the Mackhams on our own doorstep at St James's Park. All hell broke loose in the middle of Newcastle United. This bloke standing around with his hands in his pockets, I believe his name was Barry. I'm not going to give him any more credit than that. Standing with his hands in his pockets, and out of nowhere, he decides to square up and try and lamp the horse on the right-hand side of him. Now, the horse was even called Bud, of all things, you know. You don't punch your bud, do you? You certainly don't punch your horse, you fucking idiot. So this bloke decided to do this, and he ended up in loads of bother afterwards. I think he had a year's jail sentence, and he broke down in tears and said he had untold abuse and everything else. And, you know, it's I don't want to kick the guy when he's down. I hope he's learned his lesson. I hope he's a better man now than he was back then. But, I mean, honest to God, what the fuck possesses somebody to try and go and punch a horse in the face? He's lucky that horse did not jump up and kick him right in the fucking napper. He would have been in big problems. Mind you, it might have knocked some sense into the bloke. He might have never picked a fight with a horse ever again. But, yeah, that to me is one of the most damaging photographs the Newcastle United fans are associated with. I don't mind the big fat lads with NUFC tattooed on their belly and their massive man boobs. I don't mind that, because that's just a snapshot. That's not what all Newcastle United fans look. It's always the one that Sky zoom into. They always look for the fattest bloke in the crowd and go, oh yeah, there you go. They don't see the 3 or 4 guys in good shape kind of either side of him, or the attractive girls 2 or 3 rows back. They always go for the fat bloke who looks like James Corden with Newcastle United tattooed on his belly. But yeah, this knacker who punched the horse did us some severe damage in the world of football. And sadly, it does get pulled out quite a lot. People still reference us as horse punches. Mind you, they moved on from that now. It's more about oil and blood and all sorts of other shit that comes out of their mouth. But yes, we thought that Mr. Horse Whisperer himself was well deserved of his space on the See You Next Tuesday list with a bullet. Yeah, the Marcelino one might have been a stretch, to be fair, apart from having such a felt finger and being a shithouse. But this bloke is a cast iron 100%. See you next Tuesday. It firmly deserves to be on this list. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below, whether you agree or disagree with it. We always love to hear from you. We always do our best to try and come back. We don't ignore you like some of the channels do. It's not our bag. We like to interact with you. You've taken the time to comment, so we'll take the time to reply. And if you can, you like this kind of a thing, come and subscribe, click that button, come and join us. Like the video as well. Help get around YouTube, help the channel grow. We're flying. We've had a really good couple of weeks. Looking strong for the start of the season. We're going to have a giveaway soon because we've overpassed the latest milestone. So make sure you check that out, guys, and get your names in the comments to register for that prize. And onwards and upwards to pre-season and Champions League draws coming soon enough. We're done with talking about the sordid past for this episode. We'll be back talking about some more exciting stuff soon on Evermore. But until then, we'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.